Hi everybody, I'm Mary Carroll and this is How to Survive English 101. Subscribe, hit the yellow button right over there in the corner, just hover your cursor over it and the subscribe button will pop up. I post every Monday except this week. I was sick on Monday, so they're going out on Tuesday. These will be lessons, short lessons to help you pass that class, okay? Now, a lot of my students over the years would write long rambling sentences, and I think mostly they thought that it made them sound smart. It actually had the opposite effect. I'm sorry to tell you, but it does not make you sound smart. It makes you sound not smart. So what I want you to do here in this lesson is learn how to write a very simple, relatively short, two-part sentence. I call them two parts. They're really compound sentences and complex sentences. I'm not teaching grammar. I don't care if you know those names or not. But there are two parts to these sentences, a part that can stand on its own and a part that's dependent on the other part, all right? Now, I'm going to do two things in this video. I'm going to show you three samples of these sentences, and then I'm going to give you three sentence stems where you can copy them down and finish the sentences yourself. Just practice writing a nice, complete two-part sentence. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the very first sentence is Mia stepped in every puddle, even though her shoes had holes in them. Now remember, I don't write complicated sentences with big words because I want you to focus on the structure of this sentence. I don't want you to have to spend time trying to figure out what the sentence means. Forget all that. Look at the structure of this sentence. Once more, Mia stepped in every puddle, even though her shoes had holes in them. Now, notice I put a comma here, but the thought actually finishes right there. We could have put a period there. Mia stepped in every puddle. Okay, let's use our test. You walk up to somebody on the quad. Hey, John, Mia stepped in every puddle. And he'd say, oh, why are you telling me this? He doesn't really care. He doesn't know who Mia is, but it's a complete thought. He knows what you meant, right? All right. Now, what if you walked up to John on the quad and you said, even though her shoes had holes in them? He'd say, what now? He doesn't know what that means. Obviously, that's not a complete thought. And so it depends on the first part to give it meaning. There's your two parts to the sentence. All right, now let's take a look at this structure. We've got a past tense verb here. Past tense, it's a real simple past tense. And in the second part of the sentence, we also have the past tense. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the next one. Oop, I rubbed that word off. Okay. Armando had always said that he preferred tuna. Okay? All right. Armando had always said, now, that he preferred tuna. This one's a little bit different from the one above. This is not so easy to see how this could stand on its own. It sort of can't, actually, but it's still a two-part sentence. Armando had always said, there's past tense, verb, that he preferred tuna, another past tense verb. All right, but there's two parts to this sentence, aren't there? There's Armando had always said, okay, and that he preferred tuna is your second part. That's a two-part sentence. I'm going to give you a sentence stem for this so you can practice writing sentences like that also. All right, let's take a look at the next one. All right, Karen was making wild guesses when she claimed to understand the new laws. All right, this one's a little bit easier to see, the dependent part. Karen was making wild guesses. We could end it there, couldn't we? But we add more, when she claimed to understand the new laws, all right? And again, just look at the structure of this sentence. You have was making. This is the past tense verb. And this is another past tense verb in the second part of the sentence. So in this two-part sentence, these samples, if you have any form of the past tense in the first part of the sentence, you use the simple past tense in the second part of the sentence. Okay? And look at the connecting words we've used. We've got a phrase, even though. We have that. And we have when. Okay? Now, that's all there is to this. Now, remember, it does not make you sound smart to ramble on, writing some big long sentence that people can't follow. It is much easier to write a simple two-part sentence, period at the end, that really will convey a lot more meaning for you, okay? All right, very good. Now I'm going to put up 3 sentence stems here for you. I want you to take 5 minutes, copy them down, and then just make up something to add the end of the sentence on, and you've got a little bit of practice on writing a two-part sentences. Next, I've given you 3 sentences here. I want you to add on a connecting word and then something else to add more meaning to the sentence. Emily erased the board as soon as the teacher told her to. All right, the next lesson will be how to handle speculation in a sentence structure. There's a very specific way to do that. We'll talk about that next time. All right? Good to see you all. Bye-bye.